I don't know, man. No cocky Caucasians this week. We'll talk about non-cocky Blizzard. You couldn't seal a deal on this? Even Shivio.com. What the hell? They got Star, all these little leftover hacks on there. You couldn't seal that deal.
It was pitched. I guarantee you, CBS Radio, they looked at it like, you know what? That's great. We could do it better. They make you sign a little paper saying anything here that we can use when you go to these meetings. You have no clue what these meetings are like, do you?
I'm not built for these meetings. That's why I have a day job.
Now, look, let me tell you. I did everything I could. Believe me. Everything I could. It didn't matter. You know? There were like 100,000 people on the Twitter page.
Hold on. Did you go in there with Speedos and dare one of them to spank you? I'm sure somebody in there likes a cock meat sandwich. You got to do whatever it has to seal a deal. If you got to let them spank you, if you got to let some dirty old man spank you.
I'll be honest with you. It seems like they had this decision wrapped up for a couple years now.
So, CBS Radio, who is your answer for a compelling morning show host? What eager New Yorker are you going to bring in to turn things around in there? What is your big final answer? So, Blizzard, who is it? Who is it? I have to know.
Do they have to be from New York?
I would hope so. You're doing a show in New York.
Well, actually, he's not going to be doing it from New York. He's going to be doing it from California and New York.
Oh, my God.
I got more details here for you.
So, I don't want to get sidetracked, but do you see who's taking our old job at K-Rock?
Who?
Mariah Carey's husband, Nick Cannon, the guy from America's Got Talent.
Yeah, he's going into radio?
He's going into radio. He wants to be like Ryan Seacrest.
Gee.
He's following that. He had the America's Got Talent, which was like the #1 show of the summer. So Ryan Seacrest is the host of that, and he has a radio show, so Nick wants to have
it. It is the exact Ryan Seacrest model. You get a hit TV show that you host, and then you parlay it into a radio job.
I felt, yeah, but the problem is Ryan was in radio all these years.
Right.
For better or worse, and I don't think Nick Cannon's ever been a radio guy. This is all new to him. He's all excited about it. He figured out that most of the guys on the radio in New York are older.
There you go.
I'm not even mad at Nick Cannon.
Really? You think that's a good choice?
No. He's not the problem. CBS Radio used to stand for something. Is this the same CBS that produced Walter Cronkite? The same CBS that had Dan Rather? So now in the morning I gotta wake up to Nick Cannon.
You have other options out there.
It's not me, trust me. I don't even know what dial it's on. What I'm saying is, what is the point of this? What is the point of this move? Just because you want to target young people? This is what I mean. So what are you gonna be telling young people that early in the morning?
They think it's an alternative to Z100.
So tell these kids, as usual, to buy the same crappy products. I mean, what is the point? It's just an advertising move.
Well, there's more. Howard gets into the point. Let's play some more.
Nick Cannon has found himself another full-time job. Starting January 19th, he'll host a morning show on WXRK 92.3 FM, 6 to 10 a.m. David Hinckley didn't even mention I used to be the morning guy there. But
disrespectful.
Okay. I mean,
just
it's
disrespect.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many failures in that spot.
Wow. 87 fucking shows already. Well, 3. I don't sleep, says Cannon. Sleep isn't an option. A few power naps and I'm good. What kind of horse shit is that? I'm so sick of that.
You know, if you don't need any sleep, do something important with your life.
Yeah. He doesn't need any sleep, and then he wakes up and does all this shit.
Yeah.
Wow. So the answer to New York is another celebrity, huh?
Yeah, for morning radio. That's the new Howard Stern right there. So they're really pumped about it too. So
Howard Stern actually has a point. You know why? Let's take the whole fame and nude girls in the studio. Howard Stern is from where?
He's from New York. I believe Long Island, Queens.
Check.
So.
Has a different view on things. Check. All topics is basically up to talk about. There's no, how should I say, limitation on what he can and can't talk about.
You know what? He's had so many limitations for the past 25, 30 years. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, but he talks on everything. You really think Nick Cannon's going to get on there and talk about New York community problems? You really think Nick
Do you think he knows about New York community problems?
What do you think is going to be the first?
It's killing me.
You think Eminem's going to get any spins on
he said he won't address Eminem. He said he'll address him face to face when the time is right.
Exactly. So now we got a radio beef.
It was like some generic response, Come on, So
let me think. I got a TV show on NBC, and I'm gonna do radio in the morning. So you don't think that's not going to conflict with anything?
Oh, it gets better. Ready?
Cannon says he's picked up the radio bug when he filled in for his friend Ryan Seacrest and Steve Harvey.
I've always
been a radio listener, he says. Wow.
He's another one of those guys.
I'm glad he's a listener. I'm glad he's a radio listener.
It's the most. That's why he's going to suck on the radio. When everyone's your friend,
there we go.
Dom Theodore says he's optimistic about Cannon. He has the understanding, says Theodore, and the commitment. Did they say that about David Lee Roth?
Everybody always has the
They
understanding.
just give Howard
He also
ammunition.
He'll also have an air team.
This is great.
He'll also have an air team, which he and the station are putting together. And since he and Carrie are bi-coastal, he can work most of the time from the WXRK studios. I didn't know that was an option. Stupid ass me when I was there. I figured I had to be there every day.
Oh,
Thank
and he's
you.
going to do it from the West Coast sometime.
Yeah, that'll work out. I can tell you the chemistry. You know what, though? It's so funny. I know how to do this pretty well. I can tell you already what's not going to work. I can already hear panic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm planning to come in around 4 a.m., he says. That'll last about 2 days. Nah, a week.
I think
You
he'll give it a week.
No,
I think
2 days.
he's going to tough it out.
He's not going to get in at 4 a.m.
Damn. I'll give him
He's
more
not.
than a week.
He ain't getting in at 4 a.m. If you got Mariah Carey supporting you, you don't have to get up at 4 a.m. He'll be sauntering in around 5:45.
Right.
You know, he's going to figure out real fast with that music format. He's going to hit 3 records and maybe even get in at 6:15. I figure the first half of my day will be the radio show.
I'm a businessman.
I'll be taking care of my business now, right after I wake up from my power nap. Business people don't want to take meetings until noon anyway, so it'll all work out. Yeah, you'll be fresh for that meeting. Trust me. When your head's spinning from getting up at 4 in the morning, we'll see how good that meeting goes. The show itself, he says, will walk a couple of lines. We'll walk a couple of lines, okay? It will be entertaining, but I definitely want to get into serious subjects, he says. Everyone may not like everything I say, but it's going to be
he's got
honest.
opinion.
He's got
Honest
opinions.
opinion.
He says they might not like what I have to say, but it's going to be honest. All right, that's refreshing.
Really? That was the genius move.
That's what they wanted. Now I was looking at the website on CBS Radio, and I'm gonna put this thing on Messiah2K.com now. Here, and you see the job title here, right? 6 to 10, drive host. This is today, right? I'm not making this up. You're here seeing it with me, you know. Like,
Still got. So obviously they're
they're
not
still
feeling
looking.
too confident in this hiring.
Right.
This is plugging in a hole. Excuse me.
I mean, this is what
This is
kills
just
me.
a temp. You're hiring a famous temp, basically.
Right.
A famous temp. That's what this move is. You trying to tell me you cannot find one who's from New York
Well,
that
those
can
weren't
speak?
that's not the requirement. The requirement is need America's most entertaining. He has to be part of
Entertaining.
America because you know what the plan
Tap
is here.
dancing.
CBS Radio has stations in Philadelphia. They have stations in California, Midwest. You know, they got some stations
How
out
about-
there. So they want to put him all over the CBS
How about
cluster.
focus on New York first? Slow down. Focus on one area, and that's the problem. You try to tell me you can't go plug Bob Slade and his experienced team and put them on there, someone who's in the community who speaks on issues?
Well, that's what they think Nick Cannon's going to do now.
No, his hands is tied. He got too much money tied into NBC. You think he can go on the morning show, say something provocative and outrageous, and then step on NBC? Hey, how you doing, guys? Let's get to work. Doesn't work like that.
Now, apparently, you didn't fit the required skills here.
Hey,
So you
I'm
don't have
not-
the skills.
I'm not even that important. But
Anyway,
I'm trying to.
you need 4 years of mid or major market experience in radio. So 4
Neither
years.
does Nick. Nick hasn't done radio neither.
So I don't understand their.
It's an excuse to take a gamble on something you know you shouldn't be doing in the first place. You know damn well they have guys in this market that does radio. Look at Sarah Palin. You think Sarah Palin fit any of these requirements? Celebrity, exposure, that's all they want to do now instead of credibility. And they gonna get burned again. They gonna get burned again. They don't learn.
Well, let me ask you: does he have 4 years of mid or major radio market experience?
Well, it's gonna
Like
be.
it says here?
It's gonna be major if he tells Mariah Carey to lose her weight. Then he's gonna have a lot of major
Do you
market
really think he's
experience.
going to say that? Do you think he's going to say anything about what goes on
No,
behind the scenes?
no,
you know?
he's
So-
not even gonna kill. Please. He's gonna take the wholesome route. He's gonna take the Tiger Woods route, the Michael Jordan route. Say nothing, keep quiet, be mainstream, and that's why your radio
Are
will
you
be
ready
more
for
down.
this? It's $4,800 to come talk to him as an endorsement fee. So if you want to get on the air, let's say you're an advertiser that
Yeah.
wants to get on the air, it's $4,800 to even talk to him. And it's a 12-week minimum campaign. So how many does he have lined up? 0.
You
None.
know what? I know we got a lot of alcoholic sponsors. The
$4,800.
way Mariah Carey was looking and Cocky Caucasians coming up, maybe a lot of beer ads should be lined up for his little liquored up wife.
I don't really know what they're going to put on the station. I know back with Hot 97, they couldn't get a lot of the beer companies on because there were too many 12-year-olds, you know, like on the station, so you don't get on those buys, you know? I don't know where they're going here. I really don't.
Huh?
So,
It's not my decision. I got a day job. All right, let's wrap this up. We got plenty of cocky Caucasian Negroes
You're not still mad at me for not getting you the gig, are you?
I might let you slide.
I don't think you want it now. Actually.
I'm going to have to hire me a Muslim agent and let him go in there militant.
Well, it sounds like you don't want it anymore.
I don't want no part of that game. Very happy with Side2K.com, able to read real stories, speak on real issues.
So now you're happy.
I can't tell you that. White man think you happy. They start making deals behind your back. Next you know you unhappy.